The final shift of game number 1. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain. Shorzy, that's your puck. That's your puck. Give your balls a tug. There we go. No, empty net. No way. Shorzy is going to the box for boarding. I don't even think I hit the guy, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it was my teammate in Steven Stamkos. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Shorzy did not even make contact with the man. It was actually Steven Stamkos. Let's take a look. Who is that? Is that Scheifele? I can't even tell. It's Appleton. And there it is. Steven Stamkos is the first guy to hit him. Shorzy does come in and we tag team him. Oh my God. I mean, you can't get any closer than tag teaming somebody in the corner, right? But why does Stammer get off scot-free, but Shorzy has to spend 2 in the sin bin? Like, what is that? That is just clear racism by the referees. All right, the story is set. 5 minutes left in overtime. Shorzy has 49 goals on the regular season so far, and I'm playing my former team. Win that puck battle. Oh, nice. Up to me. Shorzy gone on the breakaway to win the game. Bang! There it is. 50 goals, a game winner, and a 4-goal game against his former team here in the Utah Hockey Club, as we pick up the victory in my first game back in front of the Stormin' Mormons. Win that draw. We're not winning a lot of draws, I've noticed. Bodied you, bang, rebound, and Fleet. Oh no, Shorzy, he's down. Oh no, he cut into the middle of the ice, and Shorzy just got knocked off his rocker. Who was it? Oh, Devon Taves just destroyed my man, and he has been injured. There's a rebound. Devon Taves. Come on, Devon Taves. Here we go. Devon Taves and Shorzy. It's time to get revenge. I can't believe he fucking dropped the gloves. It's over for you now, bud. It is over for you now. Nah. Come here, you little bum. You little bum of a thing. Uppercut over the top. Drag him around and sit him down. I will never forget what you did to me this season, Devon Taves. But I think I just got my payback. Montebo, take it to the corner. Sit down, bud. Backdoor feed. Beautiful. And Matthew Nyes. Oh my God, what is going on? So the play starts off of a beautiful feed from Shorzy. Backdoor to Matthew Nyes. I hope they showed in the replay. They might actually not do it. Nyes flops on his... Oh, okay. Thanks, EA, for removing the instant replay of seeing your player actually celebrate. Now, since we got that one camera angle, you can't even go back and instant replay and view it. 2 years in a row, didn't even fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live yet again, and honestly, I feel a whole lot better than yesterday. I was straight up ass last night, and today I woke up, brand new day, brand new spirit, and the Yukon IceMen finale will be partaken today, as this will be the last live stream before the video, the full-length movie, I should say, considering it's probably going to be around 3 hours long, of the Yukon IceMen, the greatest franchise of all time in NHL history. We have won 5 Stanley Cups, made 6 finals, and we are coming off of our 5th Stanley Cup in franchise history. Take a look at that. We took a little bit of a 2-year break. We lost to New Jersey in the Cup finals last year. Didn't even make the finals. I think we were a second-round exit. Responded this year. No Yonkman, no problem. And now it is time to hit the re-sign phase, sim to the draft, and just try to go back-to-back, try to bring as many players as we can back to this roster. And I think we're going to do 2 more seasons. I think that would be fair if we did 2 more years with Yukon. Try to defend our title. Whatever happens, happens. And then 1 final season for literally all the marbles. As if we take a look at our contracts, let's go ahead and do that right away. We got a lot of guys signed, especially locked up long-term. But Matt Barzell's a guy we're going to have to get back. I don't know. I'm not going to sign him to $6.5 million. I know that. Another guy would be Voronikov. Definitely want to bring him back. Jack Quinn's another guy that really you don't want to lose, but he's going to want a massive upgrade over 2.6 mil. Some depth pieces like Howden and Wharton, they're going to want to get back to, but everybody else pretty much is locked up. So let's sim to the draft. Let's, I don't even know if we have any first-round draft picks. Justo, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. The daily Pelly ban is in full effect. As Winnipeg, they climb all the way from 11th to 1st place in the draft lottery. Did they ever select first? I don't think they did. How are we today, chat? How are we today? We're back yet again. Yesterday, I would have liked to do something other than just World of Chell, but you know what? I didn't feel great. Today, I did. We did it around when Julian was voting for your favorite mod. What are y'all talking about? I've been missing a lot of streams. I got a job. There you go, buddy. Get your bread up, dude. Rick gave me 24 last night. Yeah, he was not appreciating the comments that you gave to him. All right, let's offer a trade. And the thing is, the guys that I move off of, they're probably not going to have a lot of trade value. Lundell, Anton Lundell, still an 87 overall. I'm pretty sure this guy went down to like an 83 at one point, but he recovered very well and now is back up to an 87. So all these guys got 5 years left. Raquel, see, we don't got a lot of like prospects coming up. That's probably our main issue. Barzell, yeah, I think we just go to the re-sign phase. Do we have any draft picks? Oh, we picked 198. Let's see. 198 is what, the 5th round, something like that. Let's take George Boutin, the good old Canadian boy. There we go. Bang. All right, let's get the hell out of this draft. Weekend Warrior, you good? Do another mod poll. I'm good. We don't need to do that. Oilers in 9-11. What does that even mean? Noah, how do you feel about your Knicks losing last night, buddy? I know it's got to be painful. I know it has to be. All right, let's get to the re-sign phase. Qualify our young guys. I don't think there's anybody to qualify, though, if I'm being honest. All right, so Levshunov, he's only got a season left. Lundell, Drummond, a lot of these guys are going to need to be re-signed next year. So maybe this is the final dance in the last season with the Yukon IceMen. 18 million cap space. How much do we really have? We have... Oh, wow, we actually have a lot of money. Hold up. How much money can we spend? How much can we spend? I hate how it doesn't actually tell me how much we actually have. All right, so we got a decent bit. We actually have like $15 million. So Matt Barzell could get re-signed. Voronikov, 83 overall. He's kind of got down a little bit. He only wants 2.7 for 3 seasons. 2.7. I will give that to Dmitry Voronikov. T. Wharton. Is it Tim? Tommy Wharton. There we go. 3.5. What if we lower that a little bit to like 3 seasons for him? That's like $5 million down the drain. Jack Quinn. I want to bring him back also. He wants $3 million. Jack Quinn, brother. Are we serious right now? 82 overall. Do I want to bring him back? Brett Howden. What is he asking for? 1.7 for Howden. We can lower that a bit. We'll go to 1.625. Bang. Lustarainen. Not going to re-sign him. Dude is absolutely washed. Qualify my RFA. Qualify my other. No, he's 25 years old. I'm good. Okay, so Matt Barzell, chat. Do we bring him back? This dude was actually like really good for us in the playoffs. So I do want to get him back. 1 season at 5.2 is not horrible. How low can I go? Can I get him down to $5 million? 5 mil for Matt Barzell. We can go a little bit lower. Let's go 4.975 1 season for Matthew Barzell. 36 years old. He's an 85 overall. But he showed up when it mattered the most come playoff time. And we want to bring him back and try to repeat as champions. Check the Panthers roster. I think Bedard got traded. How do you assume that? All right, Brett Howden, he's going to come back perfect. Is everybody else back? I hate how they don't show you, man. I say this literally every single time that I get to the re-sign phase. Levshunov, no. Where is he at? Drummond, Lundell, Matt Barzell, re-sign. He did. Okay, so Voronikov, everybody's back. Besides Jack Quinn. What can we give Jack Quinn? Do we want to give him 3 mil, chat? I'd like to give him less, honestly. I'd go like 2.95 for 2 seasons. Jack Quinn, bang. I mean, he fits in our forward core, so Nick's got to trade for Giannis. Oilers in 7, Oilers in 6, dude. That's the manifestation that is going to be happening right now. What's good, Big Pasta? What's up, Ghost? How you doing, buddy? Let's sim to free agency. This is the grand finale of the Yukon IceMen. 1 or 2 seasons left to go. Probably 2. I would like to try to defend my title and then go all in the 10th and final year. 10 years is honestly a good ending point, in my opinion. So how much cap space do we have? We have $5 million to spend, so we got to go out there. Look, Alexei Protas at a 90s looking for 20. This is why I'm never going to do 25-year rebuilds. Like, what am I supposed... How am I going to build a good team? Protas is 32 years old, 90 overall, and the dude wants $20 million. Celebrini is 96, and he wants 2 mil less. Kachuk's 35, and he's asking for 17 mil. Like, oh my, we got 89s asking for 10. It's the inflation in NHL 25 is absolutely absurd. Morgan Geeky, hold up a minute. 2-way forward. Fits in our second forward line, all of our penalty killing lines. We have the cap space and money to go after him. 4.6 mils, not too shabby. We can't go after that guy. Texier, no. No, none of these. Chat, Mitch Marner. Do we get Mitch Marner a Stanley Cup? Nah, I don't think we do. I don't think we have 5.1. It's 5.050 is the salary that is available. We could go after Paul Cotter. He's a grinder. Honestly, I think Geeky is probably the best option here. And where is he at? Morgan Geeky, $4.6 million. We can give him a little bit more than he wants, too. We go up to like 4.8 for him, even though it's not really increasing that much. 4.95, 2 seasons for Morgan Geeky at an 85 overall. He's 34 years of age. Bang. Add him to our forward core. Goaltending-wise, Dustin Wolfson, Dustin Wolfson 86, and he is asking for 9.6. Put it in context, Pekka Passa's a 95, and he's making like 8.8, I think. Something crazy like that. Thunder in 6. Knicks should be in the finals. Game 1 will forever haunt me. They shouldn't be in the finals. You reject my offer. I have demands. What? Whoa. What do you mean you got demands, buddy? What are you referring to? I gave you more money than you were asking for, you dumb... I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. All right, so not a lot of great pieces. What about Jordan Dubé? Sniper, 84 overall. Doesn't want a lot of money. We didn't scout him is the only thing, but he does want to play on our team. So, you know what? We sign him for 2 seasons at $1.7 million. 1.7, 2 years for Jordan Dubé. That'll lead us into the final season with Yukon. Who else? Honestly, there are some gems here. They don't ask a lot of money, but they're decent overalls. But I think that would round out our forward core. So, let's sim to next season. Pacers Thunder, ain't nobody going to watch it. I've spent some time mulling over. All right, so we got Toni Leitanen back. Beautiful. Do you have to say pass the bro 2 times at once? Chat, do we ban Pelly? You know what? I'm gonna ban Pelly again. I don't like him coming in the chat saying pass the bro. So, bang. There we go. Rips in the chat for Pelly. He is gone. Fire Tibbs. Remember when Pelly was saying my job was on the line last playoff run? If I'm not mistaken. Pelly, bro, you want 99 stickers? Damn, that's crazy. All right, so let me sort out this forward core. Why do they have Matt Barzal playing first-line center at an 83? That's low-key a little bit crazy. I guess we'll go Pow instead of Drummond. No, you know what? How about Drummond up on the first line? We'll go Drummond, Shorzy, and Wright. Pow alongside Barzal and Lundell. Farabee. What's his face-off rating? He can't really take face-offs. We got Wharton, Farabee, and Jordan Dubé, and then we'll go Quinn, Howden, Belchi. Beautiful. Shorzy will probably slot in somewhere on that 4th line. Zane Parekh is up to a 94 now. Dear God. We could move one of these guys up for chemistry reasons. Like if we want to go Lev Shunov and Samuelson, and then Moser and Luke Hughes. And in goal, Pekka Pasta. What are you sitting at, buddy? 95. Wow. We are definitely nearing the end here with Yukon. We're running back essentially the same roster that we just won the Stanley Cup with. We got Shorzy, Wright, and Drummond on the first line. Powell alongside Barzal and Lundell. Farabee, Wharton, and Jordan Dubé, who I signed in the offseason. And then to round out our forward core, we got Quinn, Howden, and Belchis. Our D core is going to remain the same. I mean, our D core is going to remain the same. It's been pretty similar basically since the beginning. We got Cardwell and Parekh, who now is a 94 overall. Lev Shunov alongside Samuelson, and then Moser and Luke Hughes. And Pekka Pasta in the prime of his career. He's only 25 years of age, 95 overall, and the man is probably the most accomplished goaltender in NHL history. 4 Vezinas, 5 Cups, 3 William M. Jennings, and a Calder Memorial Trophy. All right, where do we slot in Shorzy? Instead of Brett Howden, maybe? What do we give Howden? We gave him 1.6. Belchis is an 83. He's a power forward. We can throw... Yeah, Shorzy, 4th line Warrior, 4th line Wizard. There we go. Pelly asked if there's a big stream tonight. Maybe if he was in it, it'd be very big. Probably be the biggest one of all time. It'd definitely be the fattest one of all time. All right, Shane Wright, Shorzy, and then Parekh. Our leaders remain the same. All right, let's see how Yukon does. Heading into year number 9, we do got to do the season goals, right? Season goals. P. Shorzy. You had a hell of a season last year. I want you to do it again. Pelly is big himself. Can I buy the IceMen? What are you offering? I will, I'll take some offers. Maurice Richard. There we go. Dude, the Oilers might have the cup in the bag. They seem better this year. They are better. So is Florida, though. It's going to be a tough series. Both teams, obviously, are the best two teams in hockey. That's why they're meeting for the second consecutive season. And I believe in this Oilers squad. Isn't Moser making $5 million for an 82 overall? That's crazy. Honestly, not that crazy, dude. Considering, hold on. What did I do? Win at least 45 games? Beautiful. The defensemen in this game, they ask for way too much money. Like, it's absurd. Other teams, if you go and look, and there's not a lot of good defensemen still around the NHL. For some reason, the prospects that come into the league are not that great. Like, I could show you guys all of the other teams' D-cores, and they're pretty rough. They got, like, maybe one stud, and everybody else, like, a 79 to an 83, and they're paying them, like, $4 or $5 million. Fire Tibbs, GM Pasta, don't sell me. No, I'm not gonna sell the team. I'll definitely sell my GM position and maybe let somebody else take over. But we got 2 years left to go. Holy hell, it's warm in here, chat. The window's got to get open. It's starting to get real. Get real what? Real stupid? Also, my excellency, how goes your day? My day goes great, chat. Some reason, I got over my sickness pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. 40 goals, 50 goals. Hell no, that dude's not scoring 50. There's no way that man gets 50. If you want the prospects to be better, you have to set the draft class to high. Maybe we'll do that for the next one. It's not even just like the prospects. It's just defensemen. Like, there's still great young players, forwards, that come into the NHL. It's just literally D-men. I don't know what it is, but there's not a lot of great defenseman prospects that get generated. Did you drink vodka to put away the cold? I did. Vodka, and then I went to bed. It was beautiful. Sore throat from all that cock. Yeah, you know all about that, eh, Pelly? You fucking buffoon. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate the first month of year number 9 with the Yukon IceMen. You still sound sick? I definitely still sound sick, but I'm getting over it. And honestly, like, I feel great. Like, yesterday I was probably at like a 3 or a 4. Today I'm at a 9. Like, I feel great. My nose, I can actually breathe. My voice is a little bit weird, yeah, but I got a little bit of a cough, but I'm fine with that. Honestly, all I cared about was the stuffed up nose. I fucking hate that, dude. Yukon IceMen becoming the flyer, selling the team. I joined the Oilers wagon 3 days ago. What is that, your 4th team this season, Lyndon? I meant high, so the defensemen improve. All right, well, we're going to try that out for the next GM series. See if that makes a difference, because it is kind of tough. We are 3-0-1 to start the year. You are a ass GM for Yukon. Then why do we have 5 cups? Explain that to me. I'm genuinely curious. We are 6-0-2. Haven't lost in regulation yet. This team might be a team of destiny, chat. Has to be the 4th team. It might be. I joined the oil wagon around 2. Oh, I look at everybody coming around now. I looked in the Discord. 7. We haven't. Damn, we didn't lose in regulation the entire first month. I looked in the Discord chat. And there's so many people now with Edmonton Oilers, profile pictures and everything. I just love to see it. Love to see it. Everybody went from hating to joining the bandwagon. I don't know if I'm on the Oilers wagon. You're not, Pelly. I already told you no. You like my Discord name? What is your Discord name, Point? I think you should do a fantasy draft in the next GM mode. If I did a fantasy draft, I think I would do that for the PHL. If we would do like a full-on PHL GM series, I'd do a fantasy draft and try to draft my team from scratch. Outside of that, I don't think I would want to do a fantasy draft. Maybe for a quick video, but not for an actual in-depth like series. 15-4-3. This team, regular season-wise, are a juggernaut. Dude doesn't know the difference between A and An and has the audacity to call you ass. It's Vasily Point-Colson. There we go. We got Matthias Janrik. I think Sider is Leon Draisaitl or somebody else. I thought Sider had to be the Red Wings fan. What happened to that? Who's joining the Kasperi Kraken wagon? Oh, man. Florida winning in 4 for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure, buddy. Ha-ha's in the chat. What a buffoon, laddie. 0 out of 10 rage bait. Leon Draisaitl. Oh, is that his name? Beautiful. 24, 5, and 6. Yukon just putting belt to ass every single night. Night in, night out. Best team in the NHL. Looking to go back-to-back and win their 6th cup in franchise history. Oilers in 5 to keep the streak going. Rezo is Skinner. Aw, is that your name? Rezo is Skinner. Oilers in 7, in my opinion. You know what's funny, chat? We dominated the Western Conference this year. Like, we literally took the West out to the woodshed, and we did some very unspeakable things to them. I shall not join a wagon. Yeah, shut up, Ellie. We don't want you on the wagon. You end up breaking it anyways. Ghost is kind of slick. Gustav Forsling. Okay. Sider himself. He couldn't handle the Julian impersonation for a week. That's crazy. Razor Sharp in the Discord. Stuart Skinner now. Beautiful. Skin Daddy. Elite. 35, 9, and 7. Like, it is a cakewalk to the postseason for Yukon. I don't know how, chat. Like, I understand now we got a greatly built team, but the first 2 seasons, maybe even the first 3, like, I was trying to tank. I was trying to be the worst team possible. We won 40 games. It was just meant to be. Yukon just had voodoo, magic, ancestral spirits on their side from start to finish. We could do no wrong. We could quite literally do no wrong. I'm a huge Panthers hater. Can I join the Oilers wagon? If you have not hated on the Oilers, you may join. All right, 44, 10, and 9 entering the trade deadline. Let's see who is available and see if we have any cap to go after anybody. Ice, baby. Yes, sir. I'll wait for one day. What? All right, McTavish makes 13 mil. What about this guy? He's a goaltender, isn't he? Yeah, we can't take any goalies on. Matt Nyes, they want a first-round draft pick, 88 overall, $8 million. That's a lot of cap, though. What about Caden Lindstrom? He makes 5.6. Caden Lindstrom might be the guy. Caden Lindstrom might be the guy. Could go after Ridley Gray. Mikhail Sergachev makes $18 million. What the fuck? All right, let me see. Caden Lindstrom, how much salary do we have? We have 4. Can we give up the Montreal first rounder, 7th and a 6th? Is that good? You know, we're going all in. We are going all in for yet again another Stanley Cup. Caden Lindstrom most definitely will be a rental. We're throwing in Montreal's first rounder, a 7th and a 6th overall pick, or 6th round pick, I should say, from Yukon. And there we go. They feel guilty for saying yes to the deal. But once we win the Stanley Cup, I don't think they'll be thinking that again. W or L. Pass is such a bad GM that he has to put P Shores in the game. Good spelling, buddy. Shoresy's in every single like video roster. Like, I'm using my own roster, buddy. He's in there all the time. I'm rooting for the Oilers, but I doubt them. Why are you guys still doubting the Oilers? What else do they have to prove? They've been doubted every series for the last 2 years. I'm on the McDavid wagon. Shut up, Pelly. You're not on any wagon. It would break if you were there. All right. Who's got to come out? Belchis or Quinn? It's probably got to be Jack Quinn, huh? Belchis got 6 goals, 8 points, or 8 assists. 7 and 14. Ooh. Belchis a power forward, but he's... No. We're going to move Belchis, and Caden Lindstrom's going to come in instead. Bang. Where do we put Lindstrom at, Chad? On the 3rd line? Instead of Wharton? I don't know where I want to put him. Jordan Dumais can play center, can he not? He's a right winger. He's got 60 face-offs. Lidstrom's got... I'll play Lidstrom down the middle with Farabee and Dumais, and then Wharton alongside Jack Quinn and P. Shoresy. Powell can stay there. What about Caden Lindstrom? Caden Lindstrom, there you go. He's going to play in the 2nd line. Barzell's going to move down. We'll get better chemistry-wise. And come playoff time, I can move around the lineup if need be. But yeah, everything should be good. Be nice, Sweet Pea. I am nice, Pelly. I removed your mod and then I gave it back to you. That's extremely nice. Take him out. Take who out, buddy? How about I take you out, Joe V? I'll take you out to the fucking woodshed, laddie. Even though I'm not in the Oilers wagon anymore, I believe Oilers can win it. Yes, they can. I don't hate the Oilers. I'm just going with what I had in my bracket. If the Oilers win, I'll be happy for them. Chad, I might cry if we win. I might do it. I might end up shedding a tear. You guys will never see it, but you might hear my voice crack up. Also, game 1. I guess it's a tradition at this point. I'm getting loaded. I'm getting so drunk. I want a complete repeat of last year's game. With a victory. With a W. But I want to get drunk again. It'll be McDavid's first cup. Yes, sir. I gotta slow my speech down a little bit. All right, 50, 13, and 9. Easily gonna make the postseason. We're just going to ride it off to the playoffs. Have I ever been to St. John, New Brunswick? No, I don't think I have. Always support the Canadian team in the final. It's Canada's team. You cannot argue with that. Do you think the Oilers re-sign Brown? Is his contract up? I hope we re-sign Connor Brown, dude. I really hope we bring him back. Dude is built for playoff hockey. The Oilers suck. AJ, weren't you a Canes fan? Were you saying Canes in 7 the entire time? If you want to talk about sucking, buddy, take a look at your mother with cock and take a look at the Carolina Hurricanes in the conference finals. Feel like the Oilers are better than last year? Yes. Florida's not slightly worse. I think Florida got better too. But we definitely did as well. If the Oilers get a series winner game where they could potentially win the cup, are you putting on the face cam? No. Cat lost us that series. I don't know about that. No, I think he lost to the better team. Oilers are definitely Canada's team. It's not even close. Not even close. Since they came in the NHL, they have made the cup finals 9 times. The next closest, I believe, is Montreal with 4. So it's not really close. They're Canada's team. Edmonton needs to watch out for Florida's third line. They need to watch out for our third line. Frederick, Henrique, and Jeff Skinner. Yukon is still going to be a regular season juggernaut. We won 56 games at the top of the Pacific Division yet again. And we are going to go on and win, I believe, our 5th President's Trophy in franchise history. Beautiful. 56-17-9, 121 points. We can't do no wrong. The Leafs aren't Canada's team. Who said they were? P. Shorzy, I mean, the dude is in his prime now. He's 27 years old, 75 goals, 147 points. Shane Wright had 111. We got Zane Parekh with 104. Anton Lundell had 66. Lev Shunov as a defenseman, man. Our defense produces a boatload of points, and that's probably why we were such a good hockey team. And Pekka Pasta, 55-16-9. 6 shutouts with a 912 save percentage while playing the entire year. Beautiful. Who do you think's coming out game 1? Brownie is back? I honestly don't know. P. Shorzy going to lead the league in scoring, 147 points. He's the best player in the world, and he led in goals with 75. As Luke Yonkman now on Le Montreal. He's putting up a lot of points, but he's not winning a lot of hockey games. In the postseason, he only played 8 games. For reference, his entire career before that, he's played at least 20 in the postseason every single year. Oh my god, chat. Every time I mute, I'm literally coughing. But we're fine. Alright, who do we play in round number 1? And now our playoff run, trying to go back-to-back, begins in the first round up against the Colorado Avalanche. And I gotta be honest, I have absolutely no clue who is on this roster at this point. In 2034! We're like 10 years in the future. You're cheating with Pekka Pasta and Shore. Oh my god, Devs, do you just want to be banned? Do you want the fucking attention, dude? Just shut up and stop whining. Holy fuck. Do you whine this much in real life? Ain't no way you're gonna find yourself a woman. You complain as much as one. Alright, so we were 56-17-9. How many points do we have? 121? 121 points. We got the Battle of Alberta. I don't really care. It's a Battle of Yukon going back to back. That's kind of what we need right now. First Division and then First NHL. All right, so let's lock in. Let's look at the roster because I'm actually very unsure how many people are still around. If Nathan McKinnon's still on the roster, Cale Makar might be there. I mean, we're only 10 years in. It's not that crazy, but still. Oilers win game 1, 5-3. Marchand scores a hattie. That doesn't even make sense, buddy. You're the only one complaining. I'm complaining? What do you mean I'm complaining? What am I complaining about? I've done nothing but win. Win, win, win. Have we found out the exact reason McDavid left practice? No, but he's going to play game 1. He's not injured or anything. Everybody's just looking way, way too into it. So, being honest here about Colorado, they do got Nathan McKinnon, not a superstar anymore, only an 86 overall. The best forward is an 88, so I think our forward core definitely clears them defensively. Cale Makar is still a 97 overall, so that is going to have a big, big impact. But at the end of the day, an 80 overall starter, I think, is going to get lit up like a Christmas tree. I mean, if Mackenzie Blackwood doesn't get lit up, I don't know what will. Devs, we do not like you. Damn, the finale, eh? Yes, this is the finale. We got this year, and then I think next season will be the final season with Yukon. So here we go. Our playoff run towards back-to-back Stanley Cups begins right the hell now. Here we go. Game 1, round 1, first period, down by 1. Second period, we will respond, and the Yukon IceMen will take game number 1 over Colorado. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. 5-3 win. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. You're comparing shit with ass. They both suck on D. Huh? Take a hike. Nah, I'm good. Casual kid response. Cat was horrible, my personal opinion. He has size. He should be better. Well, he's not really a physically dominant player. He's more of a finesse guy. I figured he was okay. Maybe cramps. Who knows? He's not Matthews, Justo. He ain't Matthews. It's not that time of the month. Yukon, again, going to have a home ice advantage throughout the entirety of the postseason. As game number 2, we are going to face an L. 2-1 to Colorado. A 2-1 defeat. They had 41 shots on goal, and our offense was nowhere to be found. All right, 1-1 split, headed back to Ball Arena. Whatever, they lost the series in game 1, not game 6. Oh my god, buddy. You sound as bad as Leaf fan right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. You're sounding a lot like Julian. The series has made the switch to Colorado. First period, down by 1. Is Nathan McKinnon going to take an absolute dump on us this series? Second period, we will tie the game up. And we are headed to overtime. Dating back to last season, we literally do not win in overtime. I don't know what it is. Cale Makar, give the Avalanche a lead in this series. All right, changes need to be made. I need to move around my lineup. All right, 2 L's, back-to-back L's in the playoffs automatically means I got to move around my lineup. It's not working out. Hey, Past, I'm back from Boston. You were shipping out to Boston, buddy? All right, Drummond, what have you done so far in 3 games? He's got 1 assist. Powell, he's got 1 assist. Like, our offense just is nowhere to be found. Anton Lundell. What is Caden Lindstrom? He's a power forward. Let's throw him up on that first line with Shane Wright. And then we'll go Anton Lundell down the middle. Is Farabee producing? He's got a goal. We haven't really scored much, to be honest. Jordan Dumais got 2 apples. Yeah, so we're just not scoring enough. I'm going to move down Zane Powell. Throw Jordan Dumais up there. Defensively, anybody getting feasted on? Oh my. Wait a minute. Our top D pair is -2. We got to change that. Luke Hughes is a +1. We're going to throw... I'd rather Lev Shunov. Lev Shunov can go with Zane Parekh. And instead of Samuelson's a +2. JJ Moser's a 0. We'll throw Luke Hughes up there instead. Does Luke Hughes work? We'll go Hughes and Cardwell, Samuelson and Moser, Lev Shunov, and Parekh. And for Pekka Pasta... I don't think he's been bad, no? He's got a 939, so it's definitely our offense right now. Do you think the Hurricanes are the Maple Leafs of the conference finals? Yeah, they suck. I said no lie. I've said no lie. It's McDavid, Leon, Run, Nugent Hopkins, and... Okay, all right. What's going on, Pastor? What's up, Husey? How you doing, bud? Lock in. Everybody dig the hell in right now. Game 3, I rearranged my lineup a little bit. Hopefully, a spark of our offense. First period, there it is, 2-0 lead. Second period, 4-1, and the IceMen will tie the series up at 2. Chat, I think that's a little bit of a cheat code in this game. If you lose back-to-back games, I don't know if it's just our personnel or what it is. You lose back-to-back games in the postseason, change your lineup up. It provides a spark for your team. Pretty damn good. How about you? Honestly, I can't complain. I was sick as a dog yesterday, and today I feel great. Let's keep that momentum rolling, Yukon. Back on home ice. First period, 1-0 lead. Thank you, Shorzy. 4-0 after 40, and the IceMen now have the opportunity to eliminate Colorado in the first round. Beautiful. Beautiful. Does it now, Pasta? What? Almost 60 years without a Stanley Cup? Fun fact, chat. Maple Leafs have never won a round number 3, and the last time they were in the Cup final, it was a 6-team league. We've only got 2 series wins since the lockout in 05. Knicks will be in the finals next year. Book it. Oh my God, Noah. You're making that prediction? Elimination time for Colorado in Ball Arena. First period, a 1-1 tie. Second period, all knotted up at 2. Come on, Yukon. We need some offense to be sparked here. All we need, honestly, is a goal or 2, but we're taking a lot of penalties. Thankfully, we're killing them off. Another power play for Colorado. They're going to end up scoring on one of them. Then P. Shorzy, an absolute ball breaker, followed by Anton Lundell. 3 minutes to go in the third period, and for what, 7, 8 years in a row, the Yukon IceMen will win at least one playoff series in the postseason.
Ho, ho, ho.
Take care of business, man. Just another day in the office. Just another day in the office as we beat Colorado in 6 games in the very first round. Beautiful. Leafs should not be in the playoffs next year, says the Ottawa fan that literally made the playoffs for the first time in 8 years, 7 years. Oh my God. All right, move to play Calgary. Calgary's not a bad matchup, I don't think. Will Columbus ever be good? They had a good season this year. They almost made the playoffs. Zach Werenski went nuclear. We need to move on to play Calgary, who I believe actually beat us a few seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they didn't. I just remember playing them, and they actually gave us a very tough series, so we'll see what happens. They do have Gavin McKenna on their squad, so we got to look out for that. Let's take a look at their lineup. The Calgary Flames. Okay, so this top 6 is really, really nice. They got Coronado alongside Toskala and Gavin McKenna on that first line, followed by Rutger McGroarty, Connor Zary, and Josh Doan. That is a very good top 6. The problem is the bottom 6 is kind of lacking. Defensively, we definitely got them beat there, but in goal, Igor Shesterkin at a 94 overall. 38 years of age. I don't think he's going to be able to stop a beach ball, but these guys are going to be able to put that puck in the back of the net. That is a good top 6, chat. McKenna's a 95. He's only got 5 points in 4 games, though. Linden is a curse. Pasty or cooked. Is Linden allowed on the bandwagon? Hell nah. How's he going to be allowed on his 4th bandwagon? You got to pick a team eventually, right? Thunder average age is about 23. They'll be good for a while and haven't even peaked yet. You're right. But again, a lot of people think that with very young teams. You look at the Thunder team they had a decade ago, back in 2012, 2013. Maybe they can't re-sign one of these guys like a Chet Holmgren or a J-Dub. One of them end up going. So you never know. This might be your best team that you have. You really never know. Game number 1 in Yukon, first period, and there it is. I said the team would be able to score. We kind of respond in the second, but Calgary is going to take game number 1, 5-4. We are going to have to try to keep the puck of the net. The Flames are going to be able to score, man. Can I at least be on the Darnell Nurse bandwagon? Sure, you can join Darnell. Who in their right mind has ever said that in their lifetime? They're also 5-0, so they swept in the first round. The Flames are also undefeated in the postseason, trying to take a stranglehold on this series. First period, 2-0 lead for Yukon. Second period, 3-0, and there we go. We shut them out in game number 2. Beautiful.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Linden will never keep a girl. He ain't even loyal to his teams. Damn. What do you got down your throat? Mucus? I'm not going to go there. I was going to say something. I'll be nice. Sometimes I get a little bit too ruthless with my my comebacks. I'll be a nice guy. All right. First period in Calgary, game 3, 1-0 lead thanks to Schneider. Second period, we are down by 1. We tie it up, but we head to overtime where we literally do not win anymore. Finally, Matthew Barzal breaks the curse and we go up 2-1 in the series. God damn.
Ho, ho.
A lot of them will want the bag. OKC, a small market, won't be able to afford them all. Yeah, especially with the new like second apron rule and shit. It really limits on what you can spend and how far you can go over the salary cap into the luxury tax. So it's going to be tough keeping them all together. This might be your best shot. But you'll have SGA. You guys will be competitive for a while. NBA Finals so boring this year, buddy. They didn't even start, dude. We can really take a stranglehold on this series. We win this hockey game. First period, 1-0 lead. Thank you to Zane Powell. Second period, 4-0 lead. And the Flames offense has absolutely evaporated as Yukon goes up 3-1. One win away from another conference finals berth. We're getting there, chat. We are getting there. Yukon trying to go back-to-back, baby. I'm done with Barzy. Why are you done with Barzy? How's your day going past? It's going great, Mr. T. What about you? Come on, Yukon. On home ice, we can eliminate Calgary. First period, 5-1 lead after the first. So long, and see you later, Calgary.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Oh my god, I gotta stop screaming. I gotta stop screaming. Who do you have winning the NBA Finals? I got Thunder in 5. Pacers and Thunder are boring. Hashtag casual. Way to out yourself as a casual, buddy. Oh my god. I can't believe we dominated Calgary. I did not think, chat. Not at all. Oh my god, I'm dying now, chat. Alright, so we dominated the Flames in 5 games in the second round. Move on to make... How many conference finals is that now? Like 7? 8? Feels like every year we've basically been in the conference finals. Leafs swept Sens. Leafs did not sweep the Sens, no. No, they did not. We now play the Kings of round number 3 in the Dallas Stars, but obviously they usually lose in the conference finals as Yukon tries to head back to the Cup finals yet again. Thunder ain't going to destroy them. People are dumb. Didn't watch the Pacers all year. They've been doing this. Were you the same guy to say Knicks in 5 or 6? Were you not the same guy? And now all of a sudden you're an expert on the Indiana Pacers. All right, who do we got to look at again? Dallas? Oh my, how the hell did the Dallas Stars get Macklin Celebrini? 96 overall. They got Robo and Johnston alongside of him. Dylan Holloway's a 90. Ross Colton, that's a pretty lethal top 6. And they even got an 88 on the third line. Miro Heiskanen still doing his thing at a 93 overall. The rest of the decor is pretty rough. And defensively, or should I say in goal, Jake Oncher's a 90, so he is going to somewhat compete with Pekka Pasta. We're not going to blow them out of the water. This is going to be a very tough series. This will not be easy. This will not be easy at all. Let me overwrite a save file, just in case. That's not right, Pasta. Who do the Isles have? Nobody. Vegas has no faith in the Pacers with the opening line where it is at. Yeah, I know. Dallas in 6. Fuck you, Pelly. Why do you gotta hate? Why do you gotta hate? You saw Champions League yesterday? I did not. No, I do not watch soccer. It is not a sport for me. Conference finals, here we go. First period, 1-0 lead for Yukon. Second period, oh my, the Stars will respond, and they are going to steal game number 1, 5-4 over the IceMen. All right. We're good. All we got to do is win game 2. I feel confident that we can head back to the Cup finals. Dallas is going to be a tough team, though. Celebrini at a 96. We could have matched that with Luke Jockman. Obviously, he wanted the money. He didn't want to win. He wanted the money. Game 2 is somewhat of a must-win. First period, down by 2. Not looking too great. Second period, a 3-1 lead. And the Stars, they're going to completely steal home ice advantage. All right, we are in a hole. Changes need to be made. All right, let me mess up my lineup again. It ain't over until you lose on the road. That is the old-fashioned saying, right? Homer is carrying the Stars. Celebrini is carrying them right now. All right, let's edit my lineup. My prediction might be right. Yeah, but you didn't base that on anything, Pelle. You just based that trying to rage bait me because you're fat and you can't take it. Drummond, actually, I got to look at what they're doing. Drummond has 7 goals, so he's going back up on that first line. Caden Lindstrom. Oh my, Lindstrom has 4. We picked this guy up the trade deadline at an 87 overall. Gave up a first round pick for him, and he's got 4 points. You fucking bum, dude. We're not getting any depth scoring at all. So Lindstrom, you're going down to the third line. Dume will go alongside Lundell and Powell. Farabee, Barzell, and Lindstrom. Leave our fourth line of the way it is, I guess. I mean, Matt Barzell could go down. He's got 3 goals, 5 points. Defensively, yeah, no, Zane Parekh and Lev Shunov, they're doing good. Cardwell's a +3. Luke Hughes a +5. JJ Moser's a +4. And yeah, it's not our offense. We just could be running into a better team, to be honest. Pekka Pass has got a 929 in the postseason. All right. Check who's injured. Injuries are off. There's no injuries. I don't like managing the lineup throughout the regular season with the injuries on. And I don't want to let the computer handle it because they won't have the lineup that I want to put out there. So injuries are off. Here we go. A must-win game number 3. Our backs are against the wall in Game 3 in Dallas. First period, 1-0 lead for Yukon. Jordan Dumais. Second period, a 2-1 lead for the IceMen. But we are headed to overtime. We can't lose this one. Come on, Yukon. 40 shots on net. Can we bury them? Yes! Drummond will get us our first victory in this series. Even though Jake Ottinger went completely mad. 3 goals on 54 shots. That is absurd. What was the save percentage? He had a 944. That is insane. Am I going to go the whole stream without getting banned? Maybe. Injury happens every 2 seconds. Yeah, that too. So it would be very tedious and very annoying. Bro, have no faith in the Pacers. I dare you. They're going to sneak up on you. Oh, Noah is venting right now. His PTSD from playing the Pacers in the conference finals. All right, Game 4. Can we tie it up? Game 4, a potential tie series or a 3-1 series lead headed back to Yukon. First period, 2-0 lead. Quinn and Dumais. Second period, 5-2 lead, and the IceMen are right back in this series. Bang! There we go, chat. The lineup changes are legendary. What a coach, what a GM, what a franchise. The GOAT. Look at that. We scored 3 goals last game, but we feasted for 7 on Ottinger. And now we have the opportunity. Game number 5 on home ice. Let's win our 3rd in a row. Go up 3-2. First period, 1-0 lead. Thank you, Drummond. Second period, 2-0 lead for the IceMen. And we shut out the Dallas Stars. A potential cup final berth is on the line in game number 6 in Dallas. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Green Giant.
The ho-ho-hos are here, baby. If OKC does manhandle them, I'll give my flowers. You gotta agree, Noah. They are the heavy favorites. They have to be the heavy favorites. You're saying it every stream. Knicks in 5, Knicks in 6, the Knicks in 7. Damn, Justo is just straight outing Noah right now. Come on, Yukon. We have a potential cup final berth on the horizon. 1-0 lead. Drummond has been amazing since putting him on that first line. Second period, still a 1-0 lead. Wow, the Stars respond in the 3rd period. 4 unanswered, and we are going to have a Game 7. That is insane. 4-1. 4 unanswered goals. Dallas in 7. Pell, you said Dallas in 6, so already you're fucking wrong. You bum. You fucking bum of a team. All right, that did not give me a lot of confidence. Do I move my lineup at all, chat? Pekka got pulled? Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. We got a Pete DeBoer situation going on right now. All right, Drummond has been amazing on that first line, dude. He's got 11 goals in 17 games now. Dumais got 5 and 9. Lundell's got 4 and 14. Powell's got 4 and 5. Any of these third liners playing any better than Powell? Barzell, not really. Caden Lindstrom, he kind of woke up a little bit, but you know what? I'm going to trust the Yukon IceMen to just get the job done with this lineup, with this exact lineup. All right, we are 7-1 in Game 7s. Let's see if we can make it 8-1. Game 7, conference finals, first period, 2-0 lead for the Dallas Stars. Why did I simulate once they got a power play? Second period, can we respond? 4-0 lead. The IceMen are out of this one. I don't really know what to say. We were 7-1 in franchise history in Game 7s. And now in the conference finals, unfortunately, the Stars are going to get the best of us. And they are going to head to the Stanley Cup Finals. Rips in the chat. Well, we made another long playoff run, but we only made the conference finals. We didn't make the Stanley Cup Finals. We will not go back-to-back. And now we will have one final season with Yukon to see what we can do. Damn. It's okay, maybe next year. Next year's the final season. We got one more year left. I got one more in me. I was close enough. Close enough to what? Diabetes? For sure. Rip the Yukon IceMen. I got one more in me, chat. I'm basically Vince Carter. I got one more in me. The Leafs are finally going to get it done as they end up beating Dallas in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Finals to win the Stanley Cup. They won in 6 games? Ain't no way. Ain't no goddamn way. Let's go, Leafs one. Hope Zion Williamson allegations aren't true. I mean, it's innocent until proven guilty, so I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I'm not a part of this new gen where we go guilty until proven innocent. Innocent until proven guilty. Honestly, Shorzy wasn't even at his best during this playoff run. Only 16 goals and 25 points in 18 games played. I expected a little bit better out of him. Zane Parekh at 24 points. That's honestly pretty good. Lundell was good. Shane Wright. Look at Drummond. I probably should have left him on that first line throughout the entirety of the playoff run. He had 11 goals in 18 games. And for Pekka Pasta, 926 save percentage. He was lights out. We just didn't have enough offense. Just not enough offense. The only way the Leafs will ever get one, Pasta bro, Drummond legend. Another clean sweep in all the major individual awards for P. Shorzy. We got Zane Parekh winning yet again another Norris. Matthews, the Conn Smythe. Pekka Pasta, another Vezina. And for the Selke, it is going to go to Macklin Celebrini. All right. Off-season time. The final off-season of this great franchise of Yukon. Before we actually go ahead and sim to the draft, I'm going to look at our contracts. A few of them are coming off the books, I know that. So it might be a tricky season. If Yonkman was there, Yukon would have won the cup. Yeah, probably. So, Artem Levshunov, he's going to want some money, probably an upgrade. Lundell, he's going to need to get re-signed. Drummond's an RFA, so we are going to be able to qualify him. Farabee, he's going to want to raise. Belchies, we can qualify. So we don't got too many people that are going to really cause an issue. All right, let's go to the NHL draft. If that were the case, Carter Hart would be on the team next season, considering his case about to be thrown out. Yeah, I saw that, chat. Reputation ruined. If his case gets thrown out and he's proven like not guilty, that's wild. Wall is a bum of a thing. He is. Who's a better overall player, Bedard or Celebrini? They're pretty close, honestly. I don't know why people are acting like Bedard's some sort of crazy bust. Like, I don't understand that. He's not what he lived up to or what he was hyped to be, but him and Celebrini, I think, had a worse rookie season than Bedard, statistically. Like, they're very similar players as far as, like, talent-wise. I think we're just jumping the gun a little bit too much. Hart is wasted potential. Begin rebuild of Yukon. You got this. No rebuild, buddy. All right, let's go into the draft. Lane Hudson is cute. Lane Hudson is ugly, low-key. All right, the guys with expiring deals, their trade value is probably not that high. Drummond, though, 21 years of age. He's an RFA. We can get him back. Caden Lindstrom. Yeah, we're getting rid of Lindstrom. I don't think we re-sign him, chat. So let's see if there's anybody we can go after. I'd trade, honestly, 2 guys if I could. Let's see. Let's look at some teams here. Mintakov, he makes 10 mil. No. These contracts are way out of hand. Boldick, he's got a no move. Buffalo, you got anybody for me? 1 year left. I would have went after this guy, too, if he had more years to him. Kemmel, we could bring back. Toskala, nah, there's no way we get Toskala. Carolina, this Reed guy, nah, he's not good enough. He's only 79 overall. Nobody from Chicago, Colorado, they don't have anybody. Columbus, $8 million is kind of rough. Actually, is he a sniper? What is he? Playmaker, fits on our 4th forward line. I mean, we could go after him. What year are you in? I'm in year number 9, entering year 10. This Neil guy from Columbus, chat, wouldn't be bad. He makes 8-1. He's signed long-term. We'd have to probably... Well, we're going to give up Buddy who makes $5 million, so I'm not too worried. What about Homer? No, we got to re-sign him. Let's keep looking. Cole Perfetti wouldn't be a bad one. 86 overall, playmaker. Fits in the first forward line as well. He's 32 years of age. He had 58 points. Cole Perfetti might be the guy, chat. 5'5", makes pretty much the same amount of money as Caden Lindstrom. He produces more than him. 1-for-1, straight up trade, chat. I got a mid at 18. Can I steal anything else from the Detroit Dead Wings? What about this 23-year-old? Panay? We'll throw Panay into the trade. What's it say? We're over the cap? All right, so we got to give back somebody also. Who else is on an expiring contract? Drummond, I'm going to re-sign. Lev Shunov. Ooh, Lev Shunov's another guy I got to re-sign. That's going to be tough. Belchis. Yeah, Belchis probably the guy to go, to be honest. Belchi. Throw him into the trade. Here we are at the draft, and we're trying to move some assets to bring some in. We got Perfetti and Panay for Lidstrom and Belchis from Yukon. 2 for 2. They are totally unwilling, so instead, I'm going to have to do... Oh, I got 41 seconds. I got to cook here. No. No. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Who did I throw into the trade? Oh my god. All right, we got to wait. We got to wait 30 seconds pretty much. Who did I have in that fucking trade? Why do I forget this? All right, they made their selection. Let's find the trade. Homer Simpson might be Homer Simpson. Who did I have? 0. It wasn't Drummond. I don't think it was Drummond. It was Caden Lindstrom. There he is. Okay. What? Oh my god, this game and the menu system. Fuck off. Off for trade. All right, let's go back. I want Caden Lindstrom, and the other guy, which I was not going to be able to re-sign, was Anton Lundell. 87 overall. We're not going to get him back. Detroit would be over the cap in that case. So we'd have to probably take on some money. Let's see. Who do we take, chat? God damn. Frondell's making 12. 12 is crazy. What about that? Does that even it out? It doesn't really even it out. They can't take Lundell. It's got to be Belchis. It really does have to be Belchis. But we're probably going to have to throw in like a draft pick to it. Throw Belchis into it. And then... How many we only have 1 first rounder, so I'll throw in a 4th as well. Try to sweeten the deal just a little bit here with Lidstrom and Belchis. Throw in a 2nd and a 4th round pick, and there we go. The transaction has gone through.
Ho, ho, ho.
You had Lidstrom and Belchis in the trade. Appreciate it, buddy. Is this in cap space? Huh? Trevor Bauer is a former Cy Young winner. He was proven innocent and can't get a job. He's pitching in Mexico? Really? That's crazy, man. People can just ruin other people's lives. All right, re-sign phase, here we are. Why did you trade Yonkman? Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him? Next World of Chell stream? I have no idea, buddy. I have no idea. How much cap space do we have? Let's see. So we got to get back Lev Shunov. And what do we have? We have 12 mil? Oh, we have more than 12 mil. Artem Lev Shunov wants $12 million. Luckily, we have like 20 mil in cap space. What does Anton Lundell want? Lundell wants 10 mil! With a full no movement clause is fucking crazy, dog. What about you, Drummond? Everybody wants 10 mil. Everybody wants double digits, double M's. Fuck off. Farabee wants 4A. We can slot that in. Let's go 550. 2 years. Joel Farabee. There we go. Samuelson, probably not going to bring him back. Probably not going to bring Barzell back either. I guess, like, we're probably going to have to pay up for Artem Levshunov. I'm not giving him a no movement clause, though. We'll go 12.7 for 7 seasons. There we go. So we got him signed. I'm not re-signing Anton Lundell, Chad. Unfortunately, he wants way too much money. Joel Farabee is going to stick with the team. We could take back Samuelson. Actually, I can take a look and see. Let's go defenseman. Samuelson, what do you want, buddy? 4.9. I don't want to give him 4.9. He does fit well with the squad, though. I'll give you 4.625 for 2 seasons. If you don't want that, you can make like a tree and fuck off. Mikey DiPietro, I'll give you league minimum. That's all good. Anton Lundell, he doesn't want an extension, so you can walk to free agency. Take a fucking walk. And there we go. Matthias Samuelson's back. 4.6. We signed him to an okay contract. Dale wants a World of Chell stream tonight. Well, we did one last night, brother. We don't want to play it into the ground, right? All right, free agency time. How much cap space are we going to have available? We have $4.4 million. Oh, my God. All right, well, none of these guys are in our price range. We got to go way down the list. 4.4. Who can we get for 4.4? Who can we get for 4.4? Kunin, probably not going to get him for 4.4. Brandseg Nygaard, does he fit with the squad? You need a new head coach? Are you telling me John Cooper walked? That's not going to be good. Did he retire or did he walk? This guy wants $7 million. It's got to be, it's going to have to be, unfortunately, Brandseg Nygaard. We're going to offer him $4.41 million for 3 seasons. Michael Brandseg Nygaard. Rip GM passes Brad. John Cooper, the reason he won so many cups? Yeah, he was definitely a big help for sure. Hire staff. Is he actually gone? What happened to our head coach? It says he's here. Do I got to re-sign him? John Cooper, buddy, I'm giving you the bag. You were so good for us the entirety of this this franchise. I'll give you $8.7 million. Bang. There you go. Beautiful. He walked. He's here, though. He says he's still here. So I'm going to offer him that contract. He probably retired. Was he going to get a better job? Definitely not get a better job. He might actually come back, Chad. All right, so let's sim a few days, see if we get Brandseg Nygaard. If not, I'm happy to join the team, and there we go. We bring back the GOAT. Fucking rights, baby. John Cooper damn near walked in the offseason. Luckily, we brought back the GOAT, the greatest head coach of all time. John Cooper himself is back with Yukon. Beautiful. Dubs in the chat. Why don't you do this series till franchise mode ends? Do I need to explain myself again? Do I actually have to explain myself again? All right, so we got Nygaard. Perfect. Brandseg Nygaard is a part of the squad. And now let's head into the 10th and final season. Not block better. Maybe in real life, maybe not in the game. Where am I at here? Year number 10. Year number 10. 10 years in will be the 10th and final season with Yukon. We got to lock in, chat. We have to lock in. Cat Bella at my cottage. Bowman, greatest of all time. Well, actually, if we take a look at John Cooper, if you want to see some accolades on a head coach, where do we go again? Where's my coach? Hire staff. Let's take a look at John Cooper. Can we not look at, like, our... where? Chat, how do we look at our head coaches? Is there no way for me to, like, to look at him? And his, maybe there's not a way. Maybe there's not a way. All right. I was going to edit lines. He's got 5 cups with Yukon, and he's got 3 or 2 with the Lightning. That's 7 Stanley Cups. All right, Drummond, you're going up on that first line. Perfetti actually dropped down to an 84 alongside Farabee, Wharton, Dume. Brandseg Nygaard doesn't really work. Who do I want to bring down? Dmitry Voronikov. Yeah, we'll throw Jack Quinn up there instead. Hey, Chicken, thank you for being a member for 5 whole months. Haven't made it to many streams recently, but when I do, they are mad fun. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Defensively, why would Zane Parekh not be on that top line? Do we do Lev Shunov instead? What about Luke Hughes instead? Yeah, we'll go Hughes and Parekh, Cardwell, Lev Shunov, Moser, and Panay. Defensively, or in goal, we got a 96 overall Pekka Pasta. So here we are, the grand finale, the final season in Yukon franchise history, 10th and final year. And you can make the argument this is our worst forward core that we have ever had, but we are still going to contend for a Stanley Cup. Shorzy, Wright, and Drummond. Powell alongside Cole Perfetti and Farabee. We got Quinn, Wharton, and Jordan Dume. Brandseg Nygaard, we picked him up. He's only an 83. Our fourth line is looking a little bit rough. Luckily, defensively, we're still very good. Parek's a 94 overall, and Pekka Pasta quite literally has never been better at a 96. RIP Shorzy. I'll get the 77 out of there and throw Shorzy in there instead. You should do a Be a Pro with not happening, buddy. All right, so there it is. Let's do the season goals. Actually, the season goals won't really matter, will they, chat? Considering we're not doing another season. Justo has some questionable odd takes. What do you say? Bowman had like 5 in Montreal, 2 in Jersey, I believe, and I feel like there was more. 5 with 1 franchise. Expansion franchise is way more impressive, in my opinion. Now, guess who I am, chat. Also, if you guys did not vote, there is a poll live on my YouTube channel on what the next GM series will be. Make sure you go ahead, vote on it. Season goal. What is our season goal? We can compete for a Stanley Cup. I agree. I agree 100%. Oh, I can do this. Skill training, deking. Let's go strength. That'll upgrade their overalls. We don't need to know. Your head cold is crazy. Your head cold is crazy. What? Oh. All right, let's get by preseason and get ready for our final regular season with the Yukon IceMen. All right, overwrite the save file. Lock the hell in. You like this year's soundtrack? I just mute it. I haven't listened to an NHL soundtrack since like 14. So it's been a while. Been a long time, laddie. Been a long time. But honestly, it's trash. All of them have been so bad. They actually used to have good songs too. Like I literally, when we played Chell, me, Rick, and Dill, we listened to like the NHL 11, 12, 13, and 14 soundtracks because there's so many good songs. But they don't have them anymore. All right, 1-1 to start the season. Hopefully, this is not the year that we fall off. It would be a sad way to go out, missing the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. 4-2 to start the year. One of the songs has like 14K views. That's not a lot. 2002, 2003 are the best soundtracks. I really like NHL 11. 11 and 12 had really good soundtracks. Just banger after banger. 6-3-2. Come on, Yukon. Let me have at least a flawless regular season record of never missing the postseason. Please. 9-3-2. We're definitely picking up some steam now. I feel like we should comfortably be a playoff team. Comfortably. How many more years are you doing? This is the final season, Leo. 10th and final year. ...2003 was a fire soundtrack. Nice. A Pasta. What's up, Matty Barzell? 13-5-2. Where are we at in our division? We are first. Okay. Beautiful. W viewer count. Yes, sir. Bro, we know Justo is old. I think everybody knows Justo is old. He's an old unk. He's not alone. Chat. Fun fact. Justo's not 37 anymore. He's 38. 1 year closer to 40 years of age. All right, we're going to sim to the end of the month. Justo, Onk, Dominic, how old are you? Chat, my name is not freaking Dominic. How many times did we got to go over this? It's not Dominic. I just remember sitting at the main menu of those games and just listening to the songs. 21-7-4. The Yukon IceMen. Dominant as per usual. Dominic is locked in. When Justo turns 40, you need to stream in. I don't know what that means, buddy. You said it was pasta? Yeah, it is pasta. Okay, Dominic. I'm never going to beat that allegation. Thank you, Cider. I appreciate it, buddy. Didn't we start out like 6-4, now we're 26-8? Yeah, we're comfortably a playoff team. We were way too good of a franchise to ever miss the playoffs. Okay, Dominic. Oh, my God. Whatever, you guys can believe my name is Dominic, sure. I really don't care. It is what it is. I can roll with the punches, chat. I can roll with the punches. It was Ricky. It was not Ricky, no. It was Cider that ran with it. Rick was... He knew what he was doing, but... 33-9-4. We're just consistently like the best regular season hockey team of all time. His name is Alejandro. Alejandro. I'm just messing with you about what? Yeah, like we just can't do no wrong in the regular season. It's actually, chat, I'm going to look at our worst record in franchise history. Our worst record in the regular season in Yukon history was year number 1. 90 points, 41, 33, and 8. And then our second worst season was our second season. Then our third worst season was our third season. Chat, we have been a 110-point team, a 111-point team every single season since year number 3. 47 wins, 56, 60, 58, 66, 54, 55, 56. 104 points, 120, 123, 118, 137, 114, 111, and 121 last season. Like, unbelievable. The success I've had here, I would have never even dreamed. Never. Is it Alejandro? It is Alejandro, buddy. Dominic is an Oilers fan named Pasta. W Utah. Leo, I'm tempted to ban you. I'm tempted to ban you. All right, so the final trade deadline. Is there anybody we could potentially afford here? What about Peltier, chat? $5.9 million. Joe Valeno makes a little... Ooh, Cole Sillinger. Cole Sillinger's the guy. Cole Sillinger is the guy. We can make that work. We can make that work. We're going to give up first round pick, second round pick, 2 seconds. Throw that into the trade. The final trade deadline. The final trade deadline is here. We're going after Cole Sillinger, who somehow only makes $3.1 million. We're going to give up a first, second, and a second because this is the final season. And there we go. Easy trade to make. And we just upgraded our forward core. Beautiful. Chat, I had roast today. Roast and potatoes. W or L meal. How do we feel? How do we feel about that? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Chat, it's Yukon. If you guys can read at the right corner of your fucking screen, if you guys are not Helen Keller, it says Yukon. Utah was so much better than these bums. We didn't have near the success in Utah that we did here. We won 1 Stanley Cup, I think. We only went like 5 seasons, something like that. All right. Who comes out of the lineup? Brandstad Nygaard, the free agent acquisition. Does he come out? He might have to come out, chat. Him or Jack Quinn? You know what? Jack Quinn's coming out. We're throwing Brandstad Nygaard up on that third line, for now at least. Jack Quinn, unfortunately, Cole Sillinger is going to replace you. What line does he fit the best in? He fits the best on line 3. Beautiful. He can go alongside Wharton and Jordan Dumais. Sillinger a center? Sillinger can be a center. So what do we throw Brandstad Nygaard up there? Boost that line a little bit. Wharton, Voronikov, and Shorzy. And that can be our Voronikov. Do we want to throw Voronikov up there, chat? Leave Brandstad Nygaard as our third line center, or fourth line center, I should say. Trade for Caden Lindstrom is the worst in franchise history? Probably, yeah. But we traded him at the draft, so like we got pieces back for him. It wasn't actual legit rental. We got, I believe, Perfetti and that defenseman from Detroit. So it worked out in the end. It literally worked out in the end. It's either Alejandro or Jose. You definitely sound Spanish. Definitely, Justo. 100%. Brandstad Nygaard, what a name. I know, what a name indeed. Stop going by past to go by your real name. Don't tell me what to do, Sander. How about I just ban you and assert my dominance? There you go. Rips in the chat for Sander. You fucking mad fool of a thing, yeah? When are we going to have a Pekka Pasta stream for his retirement season? Oh, right, yeah. We're definitely going to do that. I don't even know. Did we make the playoffs yet? Or maybe we're halfway through the regular season? We'll finish that for sure. Don't worry. Sander got to be trolling. Now he's getting 30. I got some Pit Vipers. Well, with the Vipers. Should have saw his face when he saw like, yeah. All right, another 56-win season. Holy hell, we're just the greatest franchise of all time. He's been constantly trying to ask you this. Really? This is my first time seeing him say that. People always telling Pasta what to do. I know. The ego and audacity that some people have to come into a streamer's live stream and tell them what to do. It's like, dog. You can't possibly go through life thinking like that's how it works. Crazy. I gotta make a point out of anybody who does that. Pekka Pasta has 64 shutouts, right? I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea. I had pizza yesterday. I did too. I had my leftovers from Friday. All right, another successful season in the books. We're going to finish our franchise with not missing the playoffs, not a single season. 58, 16, and 8, 124 points on the year. Outside of the first two seasons, we were a 100-point team, and yet again, we are going to win the President's Trophy. I've been here for a year, Noah. How long has Noah been here for? A few months? Shorzy takes a slight step back production-wise. I mean, he did carry our team, and obviously our team got a little bit worse, so it was expected. 66 goals, 115 points. Shane Wright only had 84. Perek went way down to 78. Maybe a reason for this was that I did not set my season goals at the beginning of the year. And for Pekka Pasta, the dude had a 922, 5 shutouts, and 58 wins. That is absurd. Yeah, a few months. First day I was here, I got pissed at him. Why? Are you pregnant? Not that I know of. Our final playoff run in Yukon franchise history will be starting against the Minnesota Wild in round number 1. All right, let's check out the Wild team. Yukon is from NCAA. I don't know what that means, buddy. All right, let's view the lineup. All right, who are we playing again? Minnesota? The Wild? What do they have? Their top line of Boldy, Rossi, and Waugh is not that bad. 91, 90, and 89, but their depth isn't really there. I think, honestly, our forward core is slightly better defensively. Brock Faber's nice as an 88 overall. They also have David Juracek at an 88, and between the pipes, they got a serviceable goaltender in Jesper Wallstedt, also at an 88 overall. I don't think this is going to be an easy series. But obviously, I would like to go out with the Stanley Cup. It would be a storybook ending to the greatest franchise of all time. Here we go. The final playoff run begins now. First period, 2-0 lead. Second period, still a 2-0 lead. And Yukon will shut out the Wild in game number 1. Solid start to the playoff run. I don't get too high and too low over these victories, man. I've seen so many wins throughout the decade that have been here in Yukon. Is McJesus getting his cup this year? Does a dog shit in the woods? Fucking rights he does. Game 2, we can take a stranglehold, go up 2-0, 1-0 after 1. It's all tied up at 3 after 40, and in the third period, Yukon will come out on top. Perfetti and P. Shorzy. Beautiful. 2-0 series lead. What happened to all the other mods? What do you mean, dude? We got a few in here right now. Y'all just be mod baiting, eh? Just straight up mod baiting. That's absurd. That is absurd. Also, chat, a little sneak peek. We are going to be finishing the story mode of Grand Theft Auto 5, and we're going to start up a brand new story mode playthrough very shortly. I got everything planned. I got everything ready. Game number 3. We can go up 3-0. Game 3, first period, did not go our way. We got Ogren and Dellandrea scoring, and we're down by 2. Second period, we cut the lead in half, and Yukon, they make it to overtime, but they end up losing, and Minnesota gets right back in this series. You stop streaming GTA, though. I will get back to it, brother. I was just locked into the playoffs. We're gonna do one long live stream and probably finish the story. I think we're probably only, 2 hours left to do with Grand Theft Auto 5, so we're nearing the end. We'll get that done, and we'll move on to a new game. You know what a window is? Yes, I got mine open right now, actually. Come on, Yukon. All we need is one of these games. First period, 1-1 tie. Second period, oh my, we got absolutely feasted on. All right, changes need to be made to the lineup. I've been here many times. No need to panic. We get a 2-2 series tie with the Wild. You play it at the end of streams? I would. We'll actually do like a full-on Grand Theft Auto live stream, though, just to get it over with. I said I was going to finish that game, and I will finish that game. All right, who's performing and who is not? Damn, this roster is cooked, man. Compared to what I had, this roster sucks. Is Drummond doing well? Drummond's got 3 goals. I'm going to throw Powell up there just to shake things up a little bit. Jordan Dume. Anybody playing good on the third line? I don't think they are, though. Cole Sillinger's not... Our third line is essentially scoreless. Fourth line is scoreless as well. Cole Sillinger, you go up there instead of Farabee. We'll go Veronikov, Farabee, and Dume, Wharton, Brandseg, Nygaard. How's Perfetti doing again? 1 goal, 3 apples. What if I throw Perfetti up on that first line? And then we go Cole Sillinger down the middle with Zane Powell and Vince Drummond. I just finished an episode of The Walking Dead. Love it. Yeah, me too, Pelly. Me too, brother. Chat, did we finish The Walking Dead? We're on season 3. Did we finish that series? I don't know if we get it done. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We'll see. We'll see how much people actually want it. All right. Series is all knotted up, heading into game number 5. First period, 1-0 lead for Yukon. Sugar Shane Wright gets us on the board. Second period, still a 1-0 lead, and we are headed to overtime yet again. The IceMen and the Wild, and Minnesota takes it. They win their 3rd in a row, and this could be an absolute disaster for Yukon. Make a poll for the Walking Dead stream and see how many people want it. I could do that. You're right. I could do that. I do have a video game in mind that I want to play. Yukon selling. I don't think we're selling. I already made changes, so there's nothing I can do. We just got to head into game number 6. Game 6, here we go. Our season is on the line. First period, 1-1 tie. We got Cole Sillinger scoring on Jesper Wallstad. Second period, we are down by 1. Will the Icemen, for the first time in franchise history, lose in the first round of the playoffs? We're down by 2 in the third period, down by 3. It is over. The dynasty of Yukon has officially ended in the first round up against the Minnesota Wild, as we were never a first round exit. But in the 10th and final season, unfortunately, the Icemen, they just did not have enough to get the job done. We had a 2-0 series lead, and we lost 4 in a row. F's in the chat. F's in the goddamn chat. The first time that we're a first round exit, conveniently enough, is in the final season that we ever do. Oh my god, I wanted to at least make the second round. At least the second round, no? Oh, god damn it, Yukon. Well, that probably was the worst team I ever had in Icemen history, besides the first 2 seasons, of course. Damn. Actually, no, we lost the first round to Edmonton. Never mind. We lost the first round in 2026, so it really don't matter. It really do not matter. I finished season 8, episode 16. Great episode. Stream us on Shell. Come on, Pastor Rick. Shut the fuck up. I'm not even on Shell right now, you fucking little fool of a thing. GTA, LOL. Yo, Rick. Rico Ranton. It's got to be Matthias Yanrick now. It's got to make the switch. It has to make the switch. Oh, no way the Winnipeg Jets went all the way. Are we serious right now? Deadass, Winnipeg in year 10? Past the I ain't Irish. Well, did I ask? Drummond in back-to-back seasons was probably our best player. 4 goals, 8 points. P. Shoresy, man. You got it. What happened to Shoresy? He was like the most historic playoff performer of all time. He's still a 95 overall. Look at these playoff numbers throughout his career. 25 last season, 38, 32, 42, 29. Like, the dude always consistently showed up. But now, at 28 years of age, 5 goals, 7 points was just not good enough. Zane Powell had 7. Shane Wright had 6. Lev Shunov. Was Pekka Pasta the issue? Let's see. Pekka Pasta had an 880 save percentage. So that is probably the issue. 4 goals against per game. He absolutely shat the bed. I don't understand. He's a 97. 97! He's a 97 overall. He had a 922 in the regular season playing the entire year, and then he just wets the bed in the first round? Like that, I don't know, man. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It does not add up at all. Maggie is bad. I fucking hate Maggie, man. She got so annoying in the later seasons. So goddamn annoying. Oilers winning this year 4-3. Yes, sir. Winnipeg would end up going the entire way, beating Carolina in 6 games in the Stanley Cup Finals. Unfortunately, Yukon, they couldn't get one more in our dynasty era. Yeah, but she's so hot. Pekka played like Wall this year. You're not wrong. He played like Hallmark. Damn. You're not wrong there either. Where do I gotta go? I gotta go to awards, I believe. Let's see. Who won the individual awards? Macklin Celebrini is going to win the Ted Lindsay, the Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. P. Shorzy, funny enough, won the Maurice Richard. The Norris will go to Zane Perec. The Conn Smythe to Quinn Hughes. Pekka Pasta wins yet again another Vezina. And Toskala, another Selke. Damn. Celebrini to the Stars. Oh, yeah, Rick, y'all beat us last year in the conference finals. And Celebrini, he's a 96 overall. I'll show you the Stars roster. Actually, I can't... It's off-season time. I can't do it. I can't even do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. The end of Yukon. We went 10 years with this dynastic franchise. We won 5 cups, went to 6 finals. We had a dynasty run unlike no other. We never missed the playoffs. We were a 100-point team for 7 straight years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight seasons over 100 points. We got 5 President's Trophy wins. 6 times in the finals, 5-1 finals record. We only lost in the Stanley Cup Finals once, and we are 23-13 in those games. 7-1 Game 7 record. The lone loss came in the Cup Finals in Game 7. Oh no, 7-2. My bad. We lost last year to Dallas in Game 7. It was not good. Definitely a sad end to the way this franchise ended, but overall, definitely the best we've ever done. And Yukon, of course, will be coming back yet again. But for now, I appreciate you guys coming out. If you enjoyed the live stream, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Chat, I'm not playing Chell. We played it last night. It didn't go our way. It is what it is. Join the Discord. Links pinned at the top of the chat. And until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.